Bigger than a football pitch, the International Space Station orbits 330 kilometres above the Earth. 2.5 years after it was completed, efforts on board are now focused on research. But science in space comes at a price. In this case, a hefty $150 billion for construction and another $2 billion a year to keep it running.
We deal with health, with developing drugs, for example, that chemical and biological reactions that take place in the absence of gravity or in microgravity. And we can examine the way these reactions take place and perhaps synthesize new drugs and cures for cancer. Who knows? I mean, these spin-offs are completely unpredictable.
The station's the combined effort of the US, Russian, Canadian, Japanese and European space agencies and has been visited by astronauts from 15 different countries. But how does its cost compare to other big scientific projects? The Large Hadron Collider in southern France costs $10 billion to build. This year it discovered the Higgs boson particle, a significant advance in the world of physics. Compare that to $9 billion a year spent on researching cancer. And then there's NASA's costly robotic Mars rover, Curiosity. It's still exploring the Martian surface, but the mission cost $2.5 billion. Research on the space station has included looking at the prolonged effects of space on humans, important if there's to be further manned exploration of the solar system.
You haven't seen a sort of Nobel Prize-winning discovery coming off the back of this, at least not yet. But what you have seen is the construction of a permanent lab in Earth orbit, and that's valuable to a whole range of sciences, from medicine, biology, through to sort of semiconductor physics and building crystalline structures in space.
Vegetables are important for your health, and so today I've chosen dried spinach.
But it's not all serious science on board. Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield introduced millions of people to life and research on the station earlier this year.
If you could see our nation.
His songs, written and recorded in space, and his prolific photography were hugely popular online. The station is expected to be operational for the next 15 years. In that time, it's hoped the scientific findings and the new technologies developed will eventually justify the cost. Tarek, Bazley, Al Jazeera.